11, number 21, Tim Duncan.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. So with Irving on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Joe Ingles is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Mills. Then it's Bogut. And it's Giddey in at the two-guard position. And the officials call for a 3-second violation.
Home team basketball.
Now here's Curry, covered by Mills. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Here's Curry, and the jam by Stephen Curry.
Well, right now, Steph is just toying with the defense, and it feels like he is the puppeteer in this basketball game.
Here's Giddey, covered by Duncan. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. In the corner, it's James. Buries the long-range jumper.
You just are fearful if LeBron James gets going from there. The night turns into a long one.
Knocked away. Bogut against Duncan. Bogut kicks to Mills. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Stephen Curry.
And Patty's just so aggressive out there on the floor. It forces the defense's hand, constantly looking to get either contact or get himself to the free throw line.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this game. First one falls for
the Australian-born Patty Mills, former second-round pick. Who knew Mills would someday win an NBA championship? Well, the Spurs did.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And stolen by Simmons. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down. And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
Now here's Curry. Back to Walker. The tray. Sinks the triple.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the left wing, three-pointer. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Curry. Walker's got a couple of threes now in the first for San Francisco. Now here's Mills, guarded by Curry. To the middle, here's Giddey. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
It's Curry with the drive and Curry with the stuff.
Oh, man, that's a rarity. Steph going in and throwing it down. You know the bench is loving that.
Pass to Mills. Here's the 3. Drops in the tray. Mills has got 5 now. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Curry can't get it to go. San Antonio leading in transition. Here come the Spurs. Ingles passes to Giddey. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's stolen by Ingles. Bogut trying to get open. Williamson with the block.
And sometimes it's just as much fun watching Zion go up for a hard block as it is a hard dunk.
And some changes here for San Francisco. Vince Carter is checked in for Duncan. Young is subbed in for Curry. Then for the Spurs, Luke Longley's checked in for Bogut. And it's Dante Exum in for Patty Mills.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So it's the Spurs now. San Francisco making their last shot. And James pulls it down. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Francisco. Going inside, and the dunk by Walker.
And you see the speed on display. Walker using it well whenever he gets into traffic.
Passes it to Longley. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. It doesn't go for him. And it's San Francisco the other way. Young looking it over. Outside, Walker. Back to Young. A three. And again, it's San Francisco with a three.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here is Simmons. Will it go? No good. Shot missing. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. San Francisco leads by 6. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Francisco?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
And you also have to give them some credit for the ball movement today. Their assist numbers a little bit above average. That's impressive.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for San Francisco, they've got LeBron James. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trae Young. And there's Carter. And it's Williamson in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Exum passes to Irving. Here's Giddey. He's covered by Murray. Now the pass to Irving. Kicks to Exum. Over Young. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And so it's San Francisco with it. 6-point game. LeBron passes to Young. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Young's got 6.
You just can't forget about Trae Young. Not for a second out there. We saw him there with that quick release.
Carter against Ingles. He kicks it to Irving. Over James. Irving can't hit.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Young's shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's in there.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
It'll be San Francisco with their first time out of the game here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Catching up on the changes for San Francisco. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Williamson. Avdia comes in for Vince Carter. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Giddey. Pass to Mills. Now Irving. James covering. Irving against James. Duncan with the block.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
Here's Mills. He has 5. 2 on the clock. Another shot. That shot missing. Nice D from Duncan. San Francisco leading by 9. Here's Avdia. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now, here's Mills. Ingles with the ball. Tipped away. Stolen by Avdia. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And the basket by Payton.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
San Antonio trails by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
No good from Irving.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Yeah, and now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Changes here for San Francisco. Poe comes in for Duncan. And Curry subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Spurs also with the sub. Simmons is checked in. Now here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. LeBron against Ingles. Just 5 on the clock. And on the way from Irving for 3.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Curry, good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Bogut. Passes it to Ingles. They need this. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ingles has got 6 points.
It's just stellar court vision by Bogut. Sees the defense is unbalanced and then finds the open man.
Curry looking it over. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 8.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Mills. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
For all the strides he's made in other parts of his game, Mills remains at his heart a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Payton outside. Back to Curry. From past the arc. And Simmons with the rebound. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Spurs. Trailing by 13. Ingles kicks to Simmons. Irving against Curry. And there's the pass to Mills. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. Free throw good. Mills. Both teams will make substitutions. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And it's San Francisco holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We come back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic from Patty Mills.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So with Irving on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Joe Ingles. Simmons is out there with Bogut. And it's Mills. And it's Giddey in at the shooting guard.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry. Strong feel for when guys are uncovered, finds the open man.
San Antonio trails by 13. Mills with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Here's Mills. 10 points for him. On the clock. Over LeBron. And the rejection by James.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
Here's Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for your home team, Stephen.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Everything that Curry does seems to be fast. He shoots it fast, makes quick decisions with the ball, great ball handling, with quick hands. Opponents at a loss with how to guard Steph Curry.
Now here is Bogut. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Simmons. 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And a good physical play there from Simmons. Not letting the foul stop him from getting that shot off. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded, and you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
And it's sent back by Bogut.
Bogut knows his role so well and is always in good defensive position. Good block there.
And Simmons slams it in.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. Here's Curry following the bucket by the Spurs. Down low. And that's out of bounds. San Francisco will retain possession.
Love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Carter, he's checked in for San Francisco. Murray comes in for Stephen Curry. Longley's checked in for San Antonio. Exum comes in for Patty Mills. Now, here's Exum. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. No good from Simmons. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Murray dishes to Walker. Takes a three. And it's Murray. That time on the assist by Walker. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Passes to Simmons. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting them.
San Francisco making a switch here. Young's checked in.
Trae Young.
Simmons against Williamson. And it's Simmons penetrating. Basket good. Simmons got 5 points in the quarter.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Williamson finds Carter. Off target with his 3. San Antonio trails by 15. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Exum. Long lead passes to Ingles. Here's Giddey. The putback. Back to Ingles. Puts up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. Carter outside. Takes the 3. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Carter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Exum. Defended by Young. Now, Exum. Inside. Back to Ingles. Just 4 to shoot. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Williamson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And San Francisco leads by 17.
Well, if you don't box out the big fundamental, you're going to have a fundamental problem.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Now, here's Exum. Pass to Simmons. With 1 on the clock. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And it's San Francisco out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Stephen Curry, Avdia out there with LeBron James. Then there's Duncan, and it's Young in at the point. Ingles can't get it to go. San Francisco leading by 17. And Young kicks to Curry. They get it back, knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. San Francisco will retain possession. Peyton, he's checked in for Trae Young.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, Gary Payton.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And that's turnover number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now here's Mills. From the arc. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. LeBron's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. 17-point game. Now here's Exum. Tight defense on him. And here's Mills from the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Mills has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs. Outside Curry. The dish to Payton. He kicks it to Abdia. Here he goes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Francisco passing it around. Here's Curry. And no good. Trying to use the glass. San Antonio trails by 14. Exum deciding where to go with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
Hey guys, let's get Norte on the scoring breakdown so far for San Francisco.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You might give them a standing O for what they've done behind the arc tonight as well. That has certainly been a go-to shot for them, and tonight it's working.
Walker's checked in for Gary Payton. Simmons checked in for the Spurs. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Walker the pass to Abdia. Shot clock at 6. Curry on the wing. The second chance effort. Here's LeBron. Here's Duncan. And Simmons with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Williamson is checked in for San Francisco.
For your home team, Zion Williamson.
Here's Mills. And the pass to Giddey. Here's Ingles. 6 to shoot. Unloads. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. San Francisco leading by 12. And finished off by Walker.
And that's the unselfish play of Tim Duncan. Without much effort, he finds his open teammate for a good look and the bucket.
Williamson against Simmons. Giddey and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And out of bounds as San Francisco gains possession. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. LeBron passes to Duncan. Nice D from Bogut.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Simmons. Basket counts.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And Curry with the stuff.
I don't know what you do with Steph in the pick and roll situation like that. He capitalizes because of the separation, and it doesn't have to be much.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 14. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And San Francisco calls time here. They lead by 12. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. San Francisco making a switch here. Gobert's checked in.
Gobert.
By Mills. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Yeah, so just a shooter? I don't think so.
Simmons with it. Now defended by Gobert to the inside. And stolen by Williamson. James finds Gobert. Kicks it out to James. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Walker. Jacks up a 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, deflects the pass. Ingles passes to Giddey. Back to Ingles. Shoots over Walker. Kept alive. Here's Bogut. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry.
Well, when Andrew Bogut gets close to the rim, that is a time where he's looking to score and picks up the foul.
Andrew Bogut, 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Bogut's such a hard-nosed and intelligent big man, and a player certainly at his position that always has your back. Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Now here's Curry. In the corner, it's James. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Pass to Walker. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here. Williamson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Zion's going to bring that to the table right there. A presence on the boards and determined to score once he gets his hands on that rock.
And it's the Spurs ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And Curry, here we go. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's San Francisco winning this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at the...
We used to skip class. Night would fall, we sneak up out the house. Now this ain't a pile of lost and found. Oh yeah, it is. Left me for dead. Showed yourself instead. You were all I had. Now it's all your hands, yeah.
I sip a hot tea, watching Archie flip on Meathead. I left the page ripped torn, writing what the beat said. On the mic is heat red, ghetto edge, street bread. All crooked can eat wheat and gluten free. He is who he is who he be. Mind your biz for me. It could even help you in the long run. What good's a song if the jong's no fun? Son, Shogun, invisible armor level 5. Couldn't stay alive. Plain job, beaming on the telemetry. Old enough to be your uncle, prime time MC. Although prefer the term rama. Third time a slurred word primer. Dime my mama and make sure it stay tight. It's only right. On the daylight and the nightlife, they bite strife. From the bug to happy-go-lucky. Ask him, do he really give a no ice bucket list?
Yeah,
struck a nugget duck.
When I guess I prefer me going that because Zerp is truly the same, so the difference I'll never tell. He's sending like it's the mail. Captain Bishy said it's sail. Excel like Microsoft on all of these other fails. His trail never derail. His mental's the holy grail. As the stress gets released from the simplest up inhales, it's sealed from all the chanting like he holding up a strike. The mic's his only light. A light's my only vice. Advice is like a satellite. I see them trying dish. Feel I'm in the skies have been granting his kids wish. It's kinda ridiculous, like thoughts of Saint Nicholas breaking and leaving gifts for all the world's underprivileged kids. Quit with the ignorance, the emperor's legitimate, and learn to never give a shit. They never getting it, I'm making it clear. All the haze took focus as these jokers appeared. I've been accelerating, I already know it is still. He stay face, no brakes, I'm just peeping the rear. And I've been living out of love, they living in their fear. I changed ways, I'm cruising but never changing the gears. They say that he back, actually I've been at it for years. Dreams the side view mirror, they closer than they appear. Just beware of the emperor, I play the game's vendor. He raps Wes Anderson, directing these beginners. Too illustrious, I lead a sucker fist to the pretenders. Made tenders as I played Simba. That's dinner. I remember when my shine was a little bit dimmer. Now it's bright in the light, I leave them blind from the shimmers. They trying to play the blinds, I leave them falling like timber. This